Hello, Wunderlist. I am Josh Krafchin, founder of Clever Zebo, conversion optimization to the max. We are about to Zebo your conversion funnel. So if you're on the executive leadership team, if you're someone who looks at this, thinks about it all day, every day, here's some reasons why you should keep paying attention. Number one, I'm going to show you a technique that boosted conversion rates by 66% for one of our clients. I'm going to show you a new feature idea, recommendation. You can test into it if you want, but I think you should just introduce it. That is just going to accelerate your viral coefficient. Done it before, seen that it works. We're gonna show you a way. I'm going to show you a way to test into just fractioning your user friction. I think there's something you guys can do that would really improve friction. And these ideas, they're a gift to you. Let me show you actually what I'm looking at. It's this list right here in Wunderlist. Oh, I'm using your subtask functionality. They're a gift to you. What I ask is if they work, hire us, work with us. We love you guys. If we can get into your data, get behind the scenes, see what you've done before, we'll blow it out of the water, but we think there's already some really good stuff for you. Okay, let's get into those 9 ideas. First of all, let's go look at your main page. And I'm gonna look at the non-logged in version. So first of all, totally love what you guys are doing here. Think there's so much beautiful stuff. But let me tell you the first idea that we saw had just an enormous lift for one of our clients. It was one of the first really massive improvements we saw in a business. So right now, if we click sign up for free, I don't know why I had to click twice. That didn't happen before. Just assume that was something weird going on with the machine. We have this whole beautiful sign up form. By the way, love the sign up with Facebook, how it comes in. I mean, you're doing so many things right. But here's idea number 1. Why don't we take this form? Why don't we actually try just to test, right? We're just testing. We're not just doing any changes. Let's test, send a small amount of traffic, put that form on the page. Put the Facebook button, put the form right there on the page. Second thing is, that this Facebook, the sign up with Facebook, it's such a light integration. You guys just did a great job. It's so light. What's interesting though is that you don't actually mention how light it is on this page. So this could be a separate test or it could be combined with the test where you include the Facebook button, but you should talk about how easy it is just to get started building your list through Wunderlist when you do the Facebook login. Okay. Now, here's the next thing. And, we should also probably look at the mobile version. Actually, I'm just going to bring that up. Give me 1 second here. And let's go to Wunderlist. Okay, so it's easiest to see here on the mobile version where this is when I'm actually in the app and I'm not logged in. And I have 3 buttons: sign up, log in, and try Wunderlist. Now, I'm sure you guys have a lot of good reasons why you have these 3 buttons. I mean, I know you're total user interface masters, but I'd like to pose for a second that there are one of 2 routes we want to go with try Wunderlist. Either we want to get rid of it or we want to make it really, really useful. I think right now you're in this in-between category where try Wunderlist, you can even see it kind of blends into the background. Obviously you want people to sign up. Login's number 2, try Wunderlist. So the ordering's right, but why are we in this in-between state? Why don't we either go for it or get rid of it? So test number 1, let's just get rid of it. But here's my next issue. So here's what I'm thinking. And actually what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this window and let's just look at it on the desktop. So I go for sign up for free. Now what's interesting is if I go back, this is where, so on the desktop when I go back, now I can see try Wunderlist. So let's do try Wunderlist. I come into a new to-do list environment. For some reason it's going a little slow. This has been happening today. I think maybe something's going on with the servers. Maybe it's something on my end. And a few things. Number 1, when I press back, well, I can't go back. I'm just stuck in this list. I'm stuck in this list. So stuck in list. All right. Now, the next thing is that I'm sort of saying to myself, well, how do I save this list? What's going on? Where is this thing? I haven't actually logged in. If I exit, how do I know I'm going to keep my list? Now you have this little face on the upper left, and I can obviously log in or sign up. But there's not a clear call to action that's saying sign in, give your user information. So what I'd love to see you guys do, if in fact you're going to stick with this whole concept of having try Wunderlist, is I'd love to see there be a big button, huge button, oh my God, like a Normo button, sign in, log in, save your list, attach your name. Come on, man, do it. You gotta sign up. You gotta try it. You gotta get right in there. Wow, sorry, as you can see, a little hyper. I haven't had coffee for a while, but I'm hyper. I'm so excited because I love Wunderlist, and I'm really hoping that someone at Wunderlist is listening. Oh my God. All right, cool. So I think you get this point. Now, here's the, remember when I was saying fraction fiction? Okay, friction, fraction friction. How did I mean to do that? Now let's go back to wunderlist.com. That's the only way that I found I could, oh, I'm not even getting out that way. What happens if I go in like here? Yeah, okay, good. So if I open a new tab, so I actually have to, that's right, I have to close out of my incognito window. Let me open a new incognito window. Now I can get into Wunderlist. So that was just kind of demonstrating that it'd be nice, like, you know, I think you should do the calls to action buttons, and it would also be nice if there was a way that I could just kind of get back to this page and see what the deal is. So here's what I'm proposing. So I gave you the idea of, so there have been two basic concepts so far. One is just get rid of try Wunderlist. The second one was, well, if you are going to have them try Wunderlist, let's make that screen better. But I think there's a third, even more powerful option. Why doesn't try Wunderlist? Why don't we A/B test? This is an A/B test, not asking you to make any drastic changes without testing. But why don't we have that be the primary experience of how people get into the app? I have a client. I have to be careful. I don't want to give away any private data or mention who they were. They're one of the first customers we worked with. And when we tried this technique of rather than getting them to sign up at the beginning, but get them into the process and then progressively find more ways to get them to sign up, it just changed the entire game. It changed everything. It was so much easier for people to get in. It boosted conversion rates. It was wonderful. So I'd like to see that same thing tested. Maybe you guys have tested it in the past, but would love to see that data. Oh my God, would love to get my hands on that. All right, here's the next thing, and I'm actually kind of going in order of my Wunderlist that I created over here, so I'm gonna jump around a little bit. Here's the here's the big one that this is why I wanted to create this video. So I have this list, right? This conversion optimization tests for Wunderlist. Now I can invite someone to this list, right? I come over to the face and I can invite people. What I can't do, the big thing that I'd like to do that I can't do is, how do I make this just a public list? How do I publish this list so that now when I go and publish this video on YouTube and Twitter and other people want to come in and we want to crowdsource getting you guys some more great ideas on how to improve the conversion funnel, how do we make it public? So I guess this is my feature recommendation. It would be so beautiful if we could make public lists that we can just put out there on a URL and we can invite anyone to come join us on them. So you've gotten most of the way where I can invite individuals to a list. Love that, keep that. But I'd love if there was an option somewhere in here where it's just like a little toggle button, make list public, and then it shows me the URL and I can copy it. Okay, cool. Now, the other thing that maybe I'm confused, maybe, I don't know what's going on here, but I know that you guys have a business model. And the way I know that is I come to the pricing page and I can see there are three options. There's free, which I'm using. There's the $4.99 version, and then there's Pro for Teams, save up to 30%. Now, when I look at Wunderlist Pro, it says assign to do, share files, create unlimited subtasks. And I'm like, oh, those are all things I want to do. How do I know? Well, because I actually use them all for preparing. But what's strange is that when I created the subtasks, well, I was just able to create the subtasks. I added an attachment somewhere in here. Where was that? Maybe it was in the I put a note, added a file somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is. There's a file, Clever Zebo logo, transparent. Never was I given a paywall. I wasn't told, oh, this is a premium feature, you need to upgrade. Now, maybe what you guys are going to tell me is you're not at the point where you want to monetize. That's fine. There might be lots and lots of reasons. Maybe there's a counter. Maybe you want to give me like the first couple of free. But what would be nice is to start at least communicating to me what is going to be what's a premium feature and what's a free feature? Because right now, everything just seems like a free feature to me. You've basically trained me, honestly, just to think of Wunderlist as a free tool. And I think that the amazing, beautiful value proposition is how easy it is to use and how well it works across every single device. And when I want to get into this more advanced functionality, I should pay. That leads into my next point, which is, I didn't really think about there being all this added functionality and how powerful it is from this interface. So you have all of this room on the taskbar. There's so much stuff. And maybe there's an opportunity to talk about what some of those options are. Maybe there could be tooltip windows somewhere. Maybe there could be some kind of pop-up over here. We can talk about it, but I really think that you need to start preparing us to be paying customers. Okay, so those are the major ideas. Again, love what you guys are doing. I think these are all just a bunch of really good test ideas. Of course, you can do headlines and buttons and user experience flow, et cetera, but I really hope you're going to pay attention to some of these ideas. I think they have an opportunity to really change things. Wunderlist, I love you guys. We're at Clever Zebo. If this has been in any way helpful, hit us back. If you want to get on the phone, we'd love to. And if you want to hire us, that would be a dream. We're obsessed with you guys and we'd love to work with you. And for everyone else out there, Wunderlist has been Zebo'd. If you want your site or app to be Zebo'd, drop us a note. You never know what we'll do. Talk to you soon.